Hello and welcome to my channel. This is Darcy's Misadventures with Mixed Media, and I'm continuing to work on cleaning off my desk and just using what's on my desk. Some people might hashtag it what's on my desk. Some people, like Kim of Images by Kim, Kim Newberg, I think that's her last name. She has a hashtag arm's length art. Which, you know, that's what this would be as well. So I was cleaning my studio yesterday. Some of you have already seen the first video. You already know this. And when it got to my desk, I just didn't want to have to sort things into the boxes anymore. So I decided to just use what was on my desk to make some ephemera. So that is what is happening. This is video number 2. You know, this is just an index card that I dyed with food coloring at some point, quite some time ago. And then yesterday I added this little background, and today I'm adding this piece that was floating around on my desk. I don't know. It was, they were near each other when I came to my desk today. So I was like, oh, I think they want to be friends. Using art glitter glue. Especially for like detailed pieces that have a lot of little tiny end pieces. And then also, I think I talked yesterday about I was getting some alterations tags. I want to get some bigger ones. I didn't pay attention to the size when I got these, but this is actually a nice size for like, so I inked on it with the frayed burlap distress oxide, which was here, but now it's disappeared. Oh, it's right here in front of my face. That with the brush, just dried it and then dripped some water on it to get these little, the mottling, M-O-T-T-L-I-N-G. And then just put a little strip of the wallpaper from Tracy Fox and did one of my leaves. And I think it works. It's nice because the leaf, even though it's a really neutral color, still stands out in the light background. All right, so we got 2 finished so far, so that's good. Add it to the pile. Oh, he was on the floor, so I may or may not use him, or he may go back. He may go in a box. All right, let's see. We've got this. Could go on something. Let's see. So I've kind of been working backwards a little bit too, just trying to see what pieces work on what backgrounds. Like, he kind of works there, and then the white's not quite so obvious. And so I could do a couple things. I could cut this down so that he fits better. Or I could put something behind him to bring it up, like even quote. That's what I'll do sometimes, is I'll add a quote when I've got like a lot of space on a tag or card that I don't want that much. And also I might just trim it down here just to make it a little bit more narrow so it's more of a tag. So this little calendar of quotes I got at the Dollar Tree back in 2019. I think it was the calendar for 2020. And they have all these really great quotes, and then I usually just come in and rip them out. Sometimes I will keep the author on there. Sometimes I'll put it on the back, depending on who it is. If it's someone I don't like, I'll probably put it on the back because I just don't like them. There's only one person that so far that I just don't care for her as a person. She just annoys me. But her quote was okay. There's not many people I don't like. I'm you know. Alright, so, but then I've got like these little bits that I mean, it's okay if they do show. It's not that big a deal. I could have even cut it so they showed more, but I didn't wanna. I don't wanna. So I'm just kind of coming in a little bit, fussy tearing. Could even use scissors and fussy cut around it. I don't think I've ever done that. I like more of a rough look, I think, with my quotes, I think. So I just hold my thumb on there really good. And sometimes I might lose part of the S, and that's okay. It's not the end of the world. So I'm going to ink around the edge of that. And this has some white. So leaving it white in the middle, I think, is okay. Also, sometimes I want the quote closer to the picture. And that is another reason that I might move the name, even if I just move it down here, just so that the person who said the quote still gets credited. You know what I mean? Alright, I am going to cut off this side over here. Am I going to do it straight? I don't know. I've been trying this weird thing where I don't do things straight and perfect. Although I do have a ruler which allows me to do things fairly straight. That can be a strip somewhere else. Like a feature strip, as my friend Christy calls it. Oh, look, I made it a little too narrow. That's okay. It's fine. It's fine. Everything's fine. Is it too narrow? I don't know. Maybe not. Alright, I'm going to glue that down. I'm debating taking out some of this. I'll be right back. And then just over here, in my arm's reach, is a drawer with all these little whale tail tabs. So I grabbed one of those out. I'm actually going all matchy-matchy. I don't usually do that, but it's pretty close to the blue that's down there. So there is that one finished. It's a little wrinkly on the back, but that's alright. I could back it because it's still a little bit on the loose side. Whoops. I left him unglued there so that I could put that. So I'll glue him down. Alright. I've got more pieces here to do something with. This one. Ooh. The fairy house will work nicely on that one. It's just a little bit big, but that's okay. What I might do is make it like a pocket. So then this will be a pocket somewhere else, and this can be a pocket here. And see if there is something that I could just kind of have poke out there a little bit. Like what? Let's see. Oh, what is this? What is this? These are little pieces from, they're a little bit busy though. For, ooh, wait, this one, it's a sticker, I think. Could move the house over and do like that there. That'd be pretty. That would be pretty. Alright, that's what we're gonna do. I'm using my ground espresso today. This is, it looks like coffee, but see that silver? I re-inked it with ground espresso. So it's kind of like somewhere in the middle. It's just a little bit darker. Probably should just get the coffee because a lot of these are lighter colored, but it's okay. I mean, I've got them both. They're right there. But I had, for some reason, I had 2 coffees. I don't remember why. And I didn't want to buy, I just got the re-inker for the ground espresso and just use it for that. Okay. So I will probably pause quite a bit. I think this one's like a washi, whoops, in between like when I'm gluing and stuff, just so that, I mean, it's going to be a long video because it was, you know, the last one was. And so I think, see, and now it's much more subtle there too. So I think doing the pausing while I'm inking and gluing is helpful. But it may make it feel a little more choppy, so I'm sorry if you don't like that. I trimmed off the end right there. So that can be a pocket. So that's done, I think. I mean, if I want to add a little stamping to it, I can. But for now, it's good. I have a lot of like 4x6. Yeah, 4x6 pieces. Like that was one of them, that original piece. Because when I did the July postcard play, I had advanced knowledge. And so I made a whole lot of bases to have, which is kind of funny because then I also, oh, you know what, this needs a piece this big. I also made some during the challenge, collaboration, I should say. All right, this is why I do easy fussy cuts, because having to like fussy cut all these little bits around here are a pain. So when I make them into a digital, I usually have something behind them so that you don't have to cut out all those little bits. I'm gonna be right back. All right, and then the reason I wait to cut out like his beak and these little bits, which I even cut off one of the branches because I just didn't feel like fussy cutting around it, is just because, you know, I don't want to get all broken in storage. So I am just kind of tearing off the side there, and I think I'm going to tear over here too because it's too wide as a tag as it is. So just going to do that. And just kind of, and it's ripped on all the other sides. We might as well, no, I kind of like it flat on the bottom. And it's not backed, so it could be a pocket or it could even be like a belly band. So if I just glued it on the sides here or the sides here, you could tuck something in there. And then the way this was glued on, this sticks up, that's flat, and that sticks up. I like that. I think that would look really cool on a page, especially in like a grungy journal. So now that one is done. I think that's good. I think we have enough interest in the background with the collage that I don't need to add any labels or tickets or numbers or anything. But I reserve the right to change my mind about that. That could change when I put it into a journal. Who knows? Okay, what about this one? Is there anything for this? What about this? That's too small. That's kind of brown. Let me go through my pile over here. I'll be right back. Alright, I found this. I think this will work. It covers all my connections here. Still see some of that bright. I'm going to bring it over to the... I might even have it cut off a little bit. Because I want to bring... Well, we have that color down there, but I like this stamped piece here, which brings that color down, this color here. And then this brings some green up here and breaks up that area down there. And I had a number that I thought I was... Oh, that is the number. What did I think I was going to put down here? I don't know. But yeah, I think that will work. Methinks. Unless I want to go further that way and bring this... No, I think that way. But maybe that will go up higher. Alright, I'll glue that on and be right back. And this is an example of the easy fussy cuts that I talk about. I would not want to have to fussy cut all those leaves, but I like those leaves. So I just backed it with something. I did it with an oval. I think this is in one of my kits, autumnal something. But I try to have some easy fussy cuts in all my kits that I make. Plus, I have actual just fussy cut things in my Ko-fi shop. My stuff is sold on Ko-fi, if you're ever wondering. So there's that one. I could put a tab, but I might not. Like, it looks crooked up there. You know, it might be because... Is that better? I mean, you know, sometimes I'm okay with crooked and sometimes I'm not. I'm an enigma. I cannot be put into a box. Let's just put it that way. Let's see. I do have this base. This is a hidden paper clip that has not been finished yet. Ooh, one of these might be an easy way. They're a little bit big. It might be a little bit big. So you do want to decide when you make your paper clips, are you going to want it to go on the top of a page or the side of a page? Also, there we go. So let's see, this could go, so that's upside right, that's sideways, that's upside down, which is fine, and that's all. I might have it go side. Oh, that's right, this one's a tab on the side of a page. I have it so that when you paper clip it on there, it sticks out. So I do want this one to go this way. So I'm glad I double checked. So that has some nice little bits. I don't need the number. I'm gonna take off the number, but I still want the here. This is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna cut around here, and then I'm gonna rip up here. Whoops. Come to the edge of that. There we go. Holding my thumb where I don't want it to rip. So yeah, fussy tearing. I guess Louisa and Barbara had never heard of that. So when I don't know what other people do when they fussy tear, but I just kind of, it's a bigger border around it when I do a fussy tear kind of a thing. All right, I think that will work. There or there. So I could put a little something. I had some circles. I'm sure I had some circles. I'm pretty sure I had some circles. If not, I can make a circle. So yeah, I'm gonna use like some of this here because that's a similar pink, and make myself a little circle to just kind of tuck back here as just a little something. And glue that on there. Alright, and then I cut off the bottom to match up with that. So that's that side. And then this side, I almost got the tail lined up with the eye and fragile. So this is on cardstock, so it's sticking out a bit. If I would start to worry about these because they're just paper, I can just back them with a little something and cut them again. Whoops. It's just kind of sticking on there. So there we go. We've got this little hidden paper clip. Why does this part have to be so hard? Eyeballs don't want to work. Oh my word. Here you go. If you pull it apart a little bit, then you can do it a little bit better. So that's how it would look on one side of the page, and that's how it would look on the other side of the page. I made these last week sometime. If you want to see how those were made, I can probably link it. I can't remember what it's called. It was making ephemera. It was something to do with making ephemera. Okay. Cover on the glue so it will work the next time I want it to work. And I had this frame, which I thought was cool. What can it go on? See this? I don't know that I'll do anything with this because it's kind of, I think it could go in a journal the way it is without anything on it. That's one of the ones that I did the other day. So I'm just going to put it in my finished file so it can go with my finished ephemera when I'm done. All said and done. Oh, there's a pile of bases. So that base. I had this, and then it had popped up on my desk with like these roses. I don't know about this as the background though. What about this? It's kind of a lot of circles though, isn't it? I do want it to hang over the frame a little bit. I think that'd be cool. I don't think that's what I want though. That's the hard part is, I mean, it doesn't not work on there. It would be fine. Okay, don't overthink it, Darcy. That's what we're trying to not do, is trying to not overthink it. So just get it on there. All right, I will. I'm going to ink this a little bit because that's really white. And I am not about to cut out all those little bits, just saying. So I placed the sticker like where I wanted it in the frame, and then I stuck down the sticker, and then I'm just going to glue the frame part, and if the sticker starts to come off, I'll also glue the sticker part. And I also turned it over so that the circle that is behind here is centered, so it doesn't look quite as wackadoodle as it did when I had it the other way. Not that you have to align your circles. You can totally do wackadoodle, and it would, I think it still would have looked fine. It's just my eyeballs wanted it to do that. That's where my eyeballs decided it would look good today. It made me happier about putting it on this piece, I guess. Circle on circle. Just saying. We could even have that. Do we need the parcel part? Could we just do the letter or the parcel? One or the other. Do I have another thing like this that I could have? Oh wait, airmail. Alright, I might do this airmail one, although it's kind of, I can make it a little smaller. And then I'm going to have the thing hang off the side. The thing being this part here, I'm going to cut it down some. Or I might fold it over. And then it can be, I can put a, you know, I could even just show you because it's not like they're not in arm's length reach. Because they're always in arm's length reach. Arm's length, yeah. When I was pulling this out of the drawer, there's like a meow sound. It freaked me out because we don't have a cat at the moment. So it's like, that freaked me out. I hope the mice aren't living in that drawer. We have mice. Sad. It's because we don't have a cat. We need a cat so we can stop having mice. I keep telling my husband that, and he's like, no cat. I'm like, yes, cat. Give me a cat. I want a cat. Alright, hopefully that is a long enough piece to stick an eyelet. And maybe a little more glue will help. Maybe I should wait for the glue to dry before I try to stick an eyelet in there. Am I going to? Probably not. Also, I'm going to at least wait a few seconds while I fix the curtains. Ooh, the sunshine was right directly in my face. And thankfully, the people across the street have stopped playing their music so loud. So that's nice. I want a little one or a big one. Well, it's, you know, it's going to be whatever's in here because pull out one of those. Unless that's the size that I don't have for this. Then I'll be like, why'd I use that? Alright, unlock it. Unlock. Okay, good. So something flew off the desk and I thought it was that. Alright, we have just enough space to fit that. And then we stick that in there. And then need to turn this because I can tell that's for the little one. So when I turn that one, it means I also turn this one 2 times. 2. There we go. So now that should work. And then this little thing, it's called a nipple. That's the technical term. It goes here in this top part. And then press. Presto chango. And then that's what it looks like. And you can dangle something off of there. And oh, I could have gone with even a browner color. I forgot the frame was on there, but it looks alright. It looks fine. I'll try not to say it's fine, everything's fine quite so often as I did yesterday. Said that a lot. And everything really was fine, so I don't know why I kept saying it like that. Alright, so there is another finished one. I already knew I'd wanted to put that flower with that frame because they had landed on my desk like that earlier. Alright, then we have another. Do we want to put a butterfly on with him? Like it could be to the front because we got the orange in his thing. But what can we put him on? That's the question. He actually could look kind of good on this because well, the green's not quite that. Let's see. Oh, he also has some black in him. I'm going to cut this out. This is from Barbara 49 Dragonflies. Woven Dreams was the other kit. I think this is part of the Woven Dreams, but I'm not sure. Alright, so I cut around his body a little bit and I cut off that bottom because I didn't want to cover up him. But I did want to bring this forward a little bit, and so that's how I did that. And just gonna glue that onto there. And glue this down onto there. And I'll figure out the butterfly in a minute. I think I know how I want the butterfly to go, but let me see if there's another background I like better for him. This is kind of orangey. We could go orange. And no, it's not the right orange. What about this? Is nope. Oh, what about this little? Oh, then that would have needed to be a little lower, right? That'd be kind of cute on there, though. Don't want to cut off his feet. No, I need it a little bit bigger. All right. You know, I think we're just going to do this. And then we'll cut this down to the size we want it. And then I purposefully don't line up. I try not to line those up. I just don't like them lined up. And then by putting the butterfly in the front, it kind of gives, even though the butterfly is much bigger, if he's in the front, it's more of a perspective kind of a thing. I think there works. The butterfly came from like some Wallies. Do you know what Wallies are? The little, I don't know, I find them at the thrift store sometimes. It was with some sunflowers that go on your wall or whatever. Let's see, I think I actually just kind of want to fold this over. And it could even flip out on a page. What do we think about that? I feel like I need to fold it just a little bit more. Just a little bit. Just keep folding until I get it right where I want it, right? Alright, so there is another piece. And there it is after I inked the edges. And I kind of wish I had inked around that piece. So hindsight, you know, I don't have to ink it. But if I want to ink it, I can just kind of come and, I don't know, can I? We can try. I'm trying this edge. Just put something next to it and just kind of ink the edges. So if you forgot to ink your edges and you want that inked look, that's one way to do it. I'm just kind of pressing on the edge so that I only get ink on the edge. Probably be easier with a little brush too. But there. Some people might be like, I don't see a difference. I do a little bit. Alright, so there's that. It could be a flip out on a page. Yay! Guess that one did not become a leaf. That's okay. Alright, what else do we have? I need to sort my stuff already again. Alright, I had this mushroom top and I put this piece behind there for, you know, the mushroom gills. And then I had this little piece of scrap, a little ripped. It's fine. Turn that into a mushroom. This is cardstock, so it's okay if it sticks up off the card a little bit. And that's just going to go on that piece there and be just a little journal card. And added a little bug. Oh, and I will probably ink the edges because why not? I don't know, it just finishes it off for me, or grunches it up, or whatever your reason for inking, ink. Whatever your reason for not inking, don't ink. It's totally personal preference. There's no right or wrong. Yeah, he doesn't want to stick to that paint. It's alright, as long as he sticks at least in the middle, we're good. Alright, so there's that one. Again, instead of hitting pause, I hit stop. I hate when I do that, but at least I found a new app that, or it's not a new app, but a different app that doesn't give me issues. Alright, this I think came from the How Do You Do collaboration that I did. I wonder if it might be Becky's stamp. Becky Bokern. She's starting a YouTube channel. I'll try to link her below. But she is part of our How Do You Do Makers collab. How Do You Do Creators collab, maybe. I don't know. Anyway. And so, you know, we all get like the same stuff and then make something different. We all make something different out of it. And I think this might be cool on something, but what? Let's look at our collage papers and see if there's like a place where, that doesn't, something with the black work on that, yeah. Could maybe work on, actually blue and black is kind of cool. So I just kind of want to add some black and white to some pieces, I think. Where'd that daisy go? The daisy I liked. And I don't need this whole piece though. So I just used white gel ink, probably the Stabilo All. It's probably what I used. And just did it on black tissue. And it gives you some fun collage. You don't have to have neat writing for it to look cool. Just saying. I probably should have just written and not left blank spots like that. Did he work on here? Because he would just kind of like pop on there, right? A little black and white with a pop of... That might be cool. And cut across here. Alright, let me glue that down and see how I like it. And ink that too. It's okay that there's some white on it because we got the white in the words. There's cream back there. It's all good. There's white in these flowers. Oh, that's right. We had this daisy. What if we put it on this side? Does it work on this side? I don't know. Well, that might end up somewhere else. Let me glue this down and cut off the top. It would have been easier if I had cut that and then put that on there, but no, I cut it afterwards. So if that doesn't look exactly straight, that's why. But you know, why not have that kind of cut off the edge there and maybe turn this into a tag, because why not? There we go. Cute. I'm gonna ink it, you know I am. And there that is inked. I like when it has something to hold on to it with. I think that's why I like things sticking off the edge. I'm not sure. Alright, now we have this lovely little base. We could have the music upside right or upside down. Doesn't really matter. For some reason, I think I like this with that. Alright, I ended up using that green piece to back this. Because when all this busyness shows behind those holes, I didn't like it as much. But I do kind of like it on this card, I think. Do I want the, I think I want the daisy on there too, but then I cover up all that good stuff and I don't really want to do that either. But we do have daisies over here. Decisions. Maybe if I put it up a little bit, like put it way up there, maybe. Maybe move it over a little bit so the daisy still shows some. You know, we can cut off some of the top. Alright, we'll just put that. Oh, and I forgot. This is it's gonna show through anyway, right? Because this is like a washi kind of a deal. It's easier to ink it while it's still on the background. So I won't cover up as much as I think I'm covering up. So that'll be fine. Fine and dandy. Yep, that's cool. Forgot about that aspect of that. A little piece. And like, yeah, that was just too busy showing behind that leaf. And I kind of like that leaf on there. That sticking out of there is fine. In fact, more twigs sticking out is fine too. So yeah, I just fit it on there the best I could to cover up all the holes. Because I liked when I had it on there, you know, looking at it, I was like, oh, I like that green behind there. But then the green stopped halfway down, and that didn't make me happy, so then I just did that. So, and you also have like that pattern back there too, which is interesting. Alright, and we want to make it a tag? Yeah, we do. I don't know if you do, but I do. So I just cut off one side, flip it around, use it as a template to cut off the other side. I tend to like really steep angles on my tags, and I have yet to find, I mean, I do have a punch that cuts like really tiny ones and less than tiny ones and still small but not as tiny ones. But I haven't found one that'll give me like that kind of an angle. Alright, so there's that. Do we want to add anything to that? What do I have? Do I have some labels or eclectic? We could just put that on there. Want it to still look like tape? Why not? So I don't know what kit this is in. It's either in a kit. It might be in, oh, like the freebie. Somebody who has the freebie might know. I had a free kit that I put out when I reached 1,000 subscribers. 1,000? Yeah, 1,000. It was 1,000, right? I think it was. It took a long time for me to get to 1,000 subscribers. So if you are just starting out your channel and it's taking you a while, don't feel so bad. And then after I got to 1,000, it took less time to get to 2,000. And then I went over that really quickly because of Barbara at 49 Dragonflies, because she mentioned me for Defemember, and then also joining the Defemember collaboration, open collaboration, also helped because a lot of people watch that. Oh, let's see. This is, it's that far up as that goes, a European tag punch, and it's really hard to center, just saying. And I didn't want to get it on the leaf. But like when I don't want to put a tab, but there's like too much space up there, that works nicely for me. Takes out some of that space, that open space. Sometimes you want space, sometimes you don't. Sometimes you want more space. See, now there's more space. Just saying. Alright, so that one's done. Sometimes I see things on my desk that they just think kind of go together, even if they might not. I don't know. But I had seen this piece and this piece, so I tore off the edge. Well, I mostly tore off the edges, but that edge didn't get torn off with my deckle-edged ruler here. Oops. Oh well, got that a little bit more torn. Now it's more torn. But at least it's not war-torn. Alright, and so I just needed to find a base for it. And then I saw the turtle. Why not turtle? The turtle came off one of these calendar pages. You can tell that from back there. So there's a little turtle in the rose garden. So now I can go ahead and tear or cut or whatever this piece. Sometimes I like to tear. I think I'm going to tear that there, which gives us a piece for a cluster. And I'm going to, hopefully the piece hopefully this part will come off easily. Phew, good. Haven't stuck on there forever yet. I have another piece to use over here. And that is why sometimes I will wait to cut my collage pieces until I fit my pieces on them, because it's a little bit easier that way. And he's a small turtle, but he can work on there because I've got the layering pieces to help fill out the card. Otherwise he would look really small and dwarfed. I don't suppose I have a whale tail that has like that orangey. I already have 1, 2, 3. Whale tail with like a dark brown maybe. Alright, I went for fabric stapled on and I tried to do an X, but I didn't go over it far enough. So now it's I don't know what it is. Well, I don't know. But anyway, it's on there. And there's that one. I have no idea how long I've been doing this because I accidentally stopped the video earlier. Alright, I think I'm going to glue this on here and then cut around it to make it just a little something that can go on something. I don't know. So I'm just going to glue around the edges of the little birdie These are a die cut from Sizzix Tim Holtz category. I mean, if I had a bigger piece of paper, I would just, you know, cover the whole thing with it, but I don't, so we're just gonna have the bird be super cute like that. Oops. Alright, he's fairly straight, which is good. And don't need to cut off much there. There, so now he could be used somewhere and be really cute. Or he could just be put on a page somewhere. I could turn him into an altered paper clip or something. I'm just going to throw away these little tiny pieces. I don't need those. They're unnecessary to my life at the moment. My goodness, there's still so many pieces. And mushrooms. So many mushrooms and leaves and mushroom pieces and another bird. Alright, let's see. Can we do some leaves on this one? Not that leaf. Alright, we've got yellows, greens, a little pink, a lot of yellow on this. They're a little too wide for that. Oh, but we can find somewhere for them though. Alright, so we can make this red piece down here make sense, probably, by putting them on that. He's kind of too green yellow with that orange. And I have to cut out all, well, actually I don't have to. I can just cut the branch part and leave those bits. How do they look up here? Over here. Oh, that's much better over here. With this green, he works. She works, I should say. And bring them up there like that. Just kind of cut across there. Well, I gotta put them on somewhere or they're gonna go in the trash. There's just a little bit of red in that piece there, purpley red, which helps make that work, I think. And I cut it on an angle. It could be a journal card or it could be a pocket. You can cut your journal cards at any angle, shape you want. They don't have to be perfect squares. They can be all crooked. They can have angles. You do you, boo. Or they could be perfectly square and straight if that's how you prefer it. Let's see. I need something, but I don't know what yet. There. I just put that on there. Kind of covers up her feet, which is fine because I was afraid her feet were going to break off anyway. And so now we have, you know, he's over here, she's over here, this is over there. It feels more balanced. I feel like something might need to go over there. This is probably too big. And if I use something that big, I definitely want it behind him, not covering his face. Well, it could cover that, just not his face. So maybe something a little bit smaller. Yeah, something smaller, or I could fussy cut that. Let me check my pile. Alright, I had to go out of my arm's reach to get this one. And of course, all the other little fussy cut pieces over there look very attractive to me, but that's not what we're doing. And I'm going to have that stick up out of there. And his nose will go over. The branch might go under. Alright. Easy peasy. Just glue that right on there. So, thank you for joining me and watching me. I appreciate you guys so much. And your comments really just make me happy. It's nice to know people are watching. I mean, I have the numbers telling me people are watching, but it's also telling me that, you know, they don't watch the whole thing. So when you do tell me you watch the whole thing, I'm like, yay, somebody's watching the whole thing. All right, I like when things stick off. I think I might have mentioned that a few hundred times. Let's see. I must have hit stop again, because there has, I don't know. Anyway, there's this one, which kind of did without you. Sorry, not sorry. I might have to back that little piece. I ended up making this crooked over here because this was put on crooked, and so I just followed that line and made that crooked. And it's all rough over here. I don't know how I feel about this one, but, you know, sometimes it'll grow on me. I had another idea for it, but that didn't really work either. Alright, let's see. We have this piece here now. Maybe that's where this will work. Kind of, sort of, but not really. Okay, I'm split between him which I just made this little cluster. Sometimes a little rectangle in the middle of where all these things are just really helps to bring a piece together. And then he had something on his knee, so I had to cover it with a flower, and then I gave him the 8 to sit on. I mean, he kind of works, but also he also works. So, but then I need to figure out, I don't like the way this right here. I just need to, well, I don't think a lighthouse is the answer. If the lighthouse didn't show, then it doesn't stick out far enough. I'm overthinking it. Yes, I am. We could bring some of this pink up into the rest of the piece by putting a pink rose up there, but then it kind of looks weird. Could put it over here, but that doesn't help me there. Also, I don't like this tan with that yellowy color. You know, it may, I mean, I could go this way too. He just kind of brings it together, you know? But yeah, I don't like that. That's more red than pink. Yes, I'm overthinking it. We could also bring, I had one more of these little bingo pieces here. He doesn't stand out quite as much against the bingo card though. But it does connect him to that, so I could have it be up there. See, little chipmunks, they go with everything. You know, you got some yellow and some pink in a picture, just bring in the chipmunk. If I want to accentuate the yellow and decrease the pink, I could just move that way. Where'd my, oh, this. And if I wanted to bring some pink back in, I could just bring in this feather. That doesn't make sense. So, in case you guys are wondering, yes, I totally overthink things. You think I come across, sometimes you think, oh, you did that so quickly. No, not always. Also, this tree goes this way, so if that tree is going to show, it kind of needs to go this way, but then so then we're back to this. What if we put this behind him? It's weird. It's just weird. Then there's a weird thing coming out of his, you know, let's see, any maps? Has he been around the world? All these maps are this direction, but they would have like yellow and pink in them to make it, it could just be sideways. And yellow. I mean, yellow and pink and yellow. Yeah, that makes sense, Darcy. Kind of follows his back a little bit. No, it's too busy. Could do anything. You could do anything, Darcy. What about a quote? And then, you know, I'm about failure whenever, there we go. This makes sense with this determination of this one. Failure will never overtake me if my determination to succeed is strong enough. I think that goes with this piece right here. I'm a little bit determined, you know. O.G. Mendino. I don't know who that is. Anybody know? I know not. And then that could go there. Do we still want him? No, he covers it. No, he doesn't work. What about you? I'm going to bring you back and just, you're a determined chef. I think you're from the chef world. I'm going to fussy cut this better. Of course, now when someone sees this, they're going to think that he is O.G. Mendino. I don't think that he is. That would be funny if he was. But I don't. He was from one of the food magazines. And he was just sitting on my desk. Well, he was actually, technically, he was on the floor. Alright, but now he can be in a little inspirational journal somewhere with his little bright pink pants looking so cute. Okay, I'm determined to use these mushrooms because, you know, it is a use or lose it status here, and I don't want to lose my mushrooms. I mean, I don't have to lose them by throwing them away. I could put them in an ephemera kit. I struggle with these mushrooms. I think they're really cute and everything, and they work in a lot of places, but I'm still struggling to use them. Alright, I want this one lower and this one higher. So that has a place up there for that one to stand. Because you could see his gills, so he would be a little bit further away or higher. And he would be lower because you don't see his gills. Does that make any sense? I don't know. And the green, the colors in the daisy kind of work too. So I wanted the daisy in there. But I had considered sticking this behind them too. Even just to break up the... But I don't... It's kind of a weird... It's not quite... the right. Does it have to be the right color? No. Still want him. Oh, he's not high enough. Go higher. You gotta go higher, dude. And so I'm not sure that I want that. Alright. Alright, it still has to kind of touch the ground, the snowy ground or whatever that is there. Or something. It doesn't have to, but you know, in my brain it does. Maybe I need a third mushroom? I don't know. I don't think I have a third mushroom with this. They're very thick after you put them on paper and whatnot. That's why it's kind of sometimes better just to put them together after, when you're ready to. I do have this. He's a different color though. But he could be just a little mushroom over here. What about a bird? Do we want a little weird? He looks weird. He's a weird little bird. They don't want to stick down either. They're way too thick. Just saying. Alright, we have this fluffy paper here.
There's no way to control them.
That would have been, actually, this was from Sharyl. That might be fun. Maybe not all the way across, but you know, just kind of add some texture down here. I'm going to add that for texture and cover up that small spot there. Are we covering stuff? We might be. Are we adding texture? Well, yes, we are adding texture. Do we put it on backwards? We may have. It's possible. We'll pretend like it's moss. And maybe put a little piece of here too. Has little bits inside, and I think that's what just kind of fell off of that. Let's see. I'm going to go ahead and cut it down. Just going to cut where this comes here. And come all the way. No, I'm not going to come all the way. I'm going to cut right there. Because otherwise it's going to be too wide for a tag anyway. Cut a piece of this off of here. Need to somehow glue that on better. I think we need a little bit of stamping over here since we didn't use the ticket in there. But like I said, I was determined. I think script will work. Script? We have script. We have script. Yes, we do. We have script. Script for you. And you. And you. And you. If I didn't want to get it on the mushrooms, I could, you know, try not to, but I'm not concerned. Just added a little bit of something in the background. I'll carry it over here too so that it looks like it belongs. There we go. Not totally covering it, but here and there. And I think I want it, they're not straight, but I'm still going to attempt to round my edges with the 1/2 inch. Right, sometimes my I probably need to clean this out. That's probably, there we go. And I can tell the lines aren't straight. We're not going to worry about that. Okay, there we go. Finally use those mushrooms. Alright, I was not cutting down first. I was kind of like seeing what worked and then cutting. But I think this piece looks like it would be a good piece right here. A place for something to stand if we want it to, or whatever. Even though doing it this way makes some of that damask sideways, which kind of I don't love, but that's okay. Just gonna bring it together with some script. And what does that look like on there? That's interesting. United Railroads. But what? Like, did I mention that I've run out of fussy cuts that are on the desk? All right, he doesn't work on there. He's too bright, shiny, and cute for. I mean, if I'm going to do cute, I'm going to do like a woodland animal, like a fox would be good. A little trinket here. Do I have another mushroom somewhere? Get a little die cut here. Let's see, what is this? That is a tab. This, oh, another mushroom. Hey, where'd those go? I could have put a third mushroom. But then I would have needed to have it be wider, huh? I don't know. What do we think? Add a third mushroom on there? Maybe kind of cut off the bottom. This is my third element on here, so I guess that works, even though there's two. Well, what about you? Do you work on here? He actually he doesn't not work. He's kind of small, but we can always, you know, we can do the thing we do, where we could also put this going up like that too, which gives it some height. Could do it over here. The thing that we do that gives us some height is put in the European hole punch. That's the word that's trying to come out of my face. That needs a place to go. Do we need a third thing? What else can we find over here? We could do another mushroom, but it doesn't even, let's see. Let's see. For a leaf. I still have some leaves. This is just a paper leaf. Alright, that took way longer than it should have for me to get that figured out. I used a smaller ticket. I moved this over here because I wanted to bring more of the green over here, because I don't know if you can see that there's a very similar green in this piece here, which is why I was picking those pieces to begin with. So, you know, we've got that green here, green here, green here. Got the red here, a little nod to the red up there, and a little quote. There's the author, a little piece of book page stuck in there. And that is that. The quote was basically because it looked like a big blank spot and I didn't know what else to put up there. I use quotes a lot for that purpose, just so you know. Alright, I really just want to put him on a mushroom. I don't know why. So, I think I need a piece that's big enough, so this will make it big enough. Just kind of put the mushroom stem in between those two pages. And they just got this little mushroom topper here. Could be bigger, but you know, it fits him just perfect. It's a giant mushroom in a tiny box. That's all. And then he's just gonna sit on the mushroom. Look at this, it's almost like it's a flat mushroom and he's just like on it. Because if I put him up here, it just looks kind of weird. I don't know. I want it to look more like he's like sitting in a beanbag chair, I guess. It's a beanbag mushroom. It's a special mushroom made just for this little tiny box. Because that's what I want. I'll try to put some lines in it to make it look like he has a... I don't know how to do that though. I want to attempt to kind of make it make sense. I'll try to make it make sense. I can't make any promises that it will make sense, but I will try. It's fairly thin. So I just kind of want to just kind of have a little line there. Maybe a little shadow there. I don't know. I don't know if that helped or not, but he's cute and I like him. That's what I wanted him to do. So there's that. Let's see. I think I can follow this line. And then I could just kind of go across here. So there'll still be a couple pieces on there, maybe. And he does not need to be this wide. So we will attempt to cut it down this way. And, yep, turn it into a tag. Why not? Hope I didn't go too far down. Just gonna miss his ear. Good. I wanted to miss his ear. I did not want to cut off his ear. I was just a little concerned I might have gone a little too far. Yep, that's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Everything's fine. I don't know if I want to put anything down here or not. I was thinking about this piece. I mean, it's a little fancy for this. It doesn't really make sense on there, except for the color is nice. Also, it's upside down. Except for, I like, no, now it's like, wait, I don't know. It's not English. This would be the capital letter, right? So that should go that way, right? I would think. What about this funny? I didn't put that under there. I should have that stick off the side a little bit, but still connect. I don't know. Ooh, does it look weird? I don't care. I like it. That's what matters. Especially if it goes in my own personal journal. Alright. Kind of want to stick that little gloober thing there anyway, if nothing else. Because that's how I roll. Sticking little gloobers under mushrooms. Almost like they're little weird tiny spider homes or something. I don't know. But let's stick that under there before it's too late. Might already be too late. Here we go. I don't mind if that sticks off. That's on cardstock. Here we go. I'll ink the edges. Alright, so here's what we finished today. I decided that this is finished and done, but I think I'm still going to put it with... Alright, so everything else that I didn't use on my desk is going to go in an envelope and be a giveaway. So if you would like to be entered into the giveaway to win the pile of my scraps, my unused scraps, my leftover scraps, my leftover scrap. Think of that without an S. Just put leftover scrap in the comment section if you would like a chance to win the envelope of leftover scraps. I'll go through those at the very end, but I did make 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, which seems to be like an average amount, like, because I know Gail does 18 a lot when she's just doing, oh wait, 19. Ha, I beat you, Gail. I'm just teasing. So yeah, those are my finished pieces. They're going to go into my finished ephemera. Over the last 2 videos, I've gotten a pile of finished stuff, which is good, which is really, really good. And I realized too that I could have collaged on this side, and then that could have been the back side, which is nice. So I'm going to hold on to those because I know that's something I can do with those. And let's see what's going to go into the envelope. Well, we've got this scrap. We have this fabric scrap. And this scrap, this is going back over in the box because it's not... This I took out, so that'll be that. This finished piece, which I will try to... Let's go ahead and sign it. This will be a little signed piece. 2024. Little signed piece of art. Another scrap. A base. Leaf. Another scrap. A base. The collage pieces. A little mouse with hot cocoa. Another collage piece. Handmade leaf. Another base. Another collage piece. Some painty paper scraps. Yeah, I'm going to let those go. I'm going to put this in there. It needs something else, so you can figure out what it can have. This little rose can go in there. I did finish fussy cutting out the middle pieces. You could decide if you want to add another color or not. A little piece of scrap, the little bird. Yeah, should we add this in too? Sure, why not? This little piece, that little piece, chipmunk, medallion. This with the hole cut out. Sure, why not? Another piece of this, a ticket, another... Yes, I'll let you have that. That leaf, that circle, a mushroom top, another mushroom top, another leaf. These that I didn't put anything on, they're just bases. Another scrap. I've got these smaller scraps from that other piece. A couple more scraps here, a butterfly, fussy cut piece. There's some tickets here, another scrap, feather, piece of book page that I turned into a tab, another scrap, a little leafy thing, another leaf, that's trash, a little focal point, I don't know, do you want that little tiny scrap or not? A sticker, a strip, little piece from that other piece, what's this? Yeah, that's trash. A little fabric scrap, except for, yeah, it's fine, fabric scrap, which is like, was brown, tan, and then I bleached it, so now it's like orange and tan and weird and grungy. Another leafy piece, handmade leafy piece. This piece, this ended up over here. This one I cut out. You can color it if you want to. A little bird, a little envelope, another base, another feather. That's trash. Here, I'll put that little scrap in there too because I like it. Another scrap. Whoops. Yeah, that's nothing. Oh, one of my weird eye things. Those were like stencil ideas. I don't think they ever happened. Another leaf, another mushroom top. This could be a mushroom bottom. That could be a mushroom bottom. Another scrap. There's a little fabric tab. Another mushroom top. Feather. The word and, apparently. A bird. Another mushroom top. Another scrap. Let's see. Anything else in the piles? A little fabric scrap. Die cut, if it makes it to you or not. It's kind of falling apart, but that's a die cut. Probably be safer if I glued it on top of something and then sent it, but we'll just, I'll put it between two pieces of paper to try to protect it. It's painty paper that I die cutted. So we'll just put another little scrap on top of it to hold it. Alright, everything else here looks to be trash. Oh, put that opinion in there. And another paper scrap, and another bird, and a little block, and another base, and another scrap, and another piece. I think that's all trash. This is a die cut, but not all the pieces came out. I'll still put it in there. How's that? Everything else looks like pretty much, there's a butterfly. Everything else looks kind of like trash. There's a leaf. So yeah, everything in this pile I will stick in an envelope. Oh, there's a little bingo thing. Another feather, another leaf, I mean. So yeah, thanks for helping me clean up my desk, guys. So yes, put leftover scraps in the comment section if you would like to be put in a drawing to win this pile. You do have to be in the US. Because this is going to end up having to be a package. And if you're sad because you live overseas and you can't win it, just put in sad sack and I'll put you in a drawing for a digital. How's that? So if you're overseas and you're sad, just put in sad sack and I'll put you in a drawing for a digital. And if you're in the United States and you want to win this, just put in leftover scraps. And I will do a drawing in about a week. Right now is Halloween. I'll do a drawing on Halloween. How's that? And then you do have to be subscribed. And it would be nice if you would also like this video. Because that's a nice thing to do. And then also come back on Halloween to be sure that you see if your name is drawn or not. What is, oh, that's just a trash. So I hope you all have a delightful day. Love you.